A political shockwave is sweeping across South Africa as a leaked video allegedly recorded by individuals inside the ANC has exposed a corruption scheme said to be linked directly to President Sir Ramaphosa. This explosive footage, released anonymously but already circulating across social media platforms, has thrown the ruling party into turmoil and sparked nationwide outrage. For many South Africans, it is confirmation of long-standing suspicions, but the clarity and detail shown in the clip have turned this into one of the most damaging scandals the ANC has faced in recent years. The video, according to sources familiar with the leak, shows internal discussions, private exchanges, and financial records that point to an elaborate scheme involving misdirected public funds, questionable offshore transactions, and covert financial dealings that benefited individuals within the highest levels of the party. What makes this leak particularly devastating is that it did not come from outside critics. It reportedly came from ANC insiders themselves, frustrated and fearful of the party's future under mounting corruption allegations. The leaked footage, approximately 8 minutes long, contains clips of senior ANC members discussing undisclosed money movements and contracts awarded without transparency. The video also shows what appears to be scanned documents, bank statements, voice notes, and private meetings recorded without the knowledge of those present. President Ramaphosa's name appears multiple times in reference to authorizations, agreements, and the fund transfers, though the exact context is still under investigation. What has made the video go viral is not just the claims it makes, but the fact that it includes evidence like displays. The visuals, timestamps, and voices have already been analyzed by digital forensics experts who confirm that at first glance, the material does not appear to be fabricated. Public reaction was immediate. Within hours of the leak, South Africans flooded social media demanding answers, calling for accountability and questioning how such activities could be allowed to take place right under the nation's nose. Inside the ANC, panic reportedly erupted soon after the footage dropped. According to sources, emergency meetings were held overnight with top officials scrambling to determine who was behind the leak. The party is said to be fractured, with some blaming factional battles for the exposure while others believe the leak was the result of growing frustration within ranks loyal to ethical governance. The timing could not be worse. With the ANC already losing public trust and facing internal divisions, this scandal has ignited a crisis that threatens to destabilize the party even further. Several leaders have allegedly demanded an internal inquiry, while others fear that law enforcement intervention could lead to arrests if the evidence is deemed credible. The Democratic Alliance, EFF, and Action SA quickly issued statements condemning the ANC and calling for Ramaphosa to step aside pending investigation. The DA particularly emphasized the need for independent forensic analysis of the leaked footage, stating that South Africans cannot accept another cover-up. Several opposition leaders claim the leak is only the beginning and that more whistleblowers have been stepping forward behind the scenes. Whether this is true or simply political opportunism remains unclear, but it has intensified the sense of urgency around the unfolding scandal. The Hawks and forensic digital analysts have reportedly secured copies of the video and are already reviewing its contents. If the footage is verified to be authentic and unedited, it could lead to one of the most significant corruption investigations ever conducted against a sitting president in democratic South Africa. Legal experts say the implications could be severe. If the video confirms wrongdoing, it could trigger charges ranging from abuse of office to misappropriation of funds and financial misconduct. It may also lead to a parliamentary inquiry or even impeachment proceedings depending on the political appetite for accountability. South Africans are growing increasingly angry as new details continue to emerge. For many citizens, this scandal represents years of broken promises and political gamesmanship that have weakened the nation's institutions. The video has amplified frustration that corruption continues to be prioritized over service delivery, job creation, and national stability. Across the country, people are calling for change. Some see the leak as a turning point, a moment when hidden truths finally surfaced. Others fear that even this level of exposure will not be enough to bring about real consequences without strong legal pressure. President Ramaphosa has not yet issued a full statement responding to the leak. His silence has fueled speculation and given critics even more ammunition. Some insiders claim the presidency is preparing an official response, while others say lawyers are reviewing the footage before any public comment is made. Regardless of what the president eventually says, the damage to his image and leadership credibility has already been done. For a man who campaigned on anti-corruption and transparency, this scandal strikes at the core of his political brand. With elections approaching and voter confidence eroding, the ANC may be facing its hardest battle yet. The leaked video has turned internal tensions into a full-blown crisis. Whether the party survives this scandal will depend on how it handles the fallout, whether it chooses transparency, and how much the public is willing to forgive. One thing is clear: this moment will define South African politics for years to come.